Good morning, YouTube. It is I, Danielle, better known as Danielle, the Happy Medium. And in this video, a topic up for discussion today, I would like to talk to you, lovely folk out there, a little bit about questioning of the sitter, for those who are the Buddha medium, and for those who are the general public, a little bit more knowledge on when you're taking a sitting, in that the medium is not questioning you, and you are leading the medium into another bit of information that really should be coming from the spirit world. Many years ago, I learned a very valuable lesson when I was working what I would say is mediumistically psychic ability. I was sort of moving between the two because I hadn't quite developed my mediumship enough. It was still sort of coming, and while I was working on what was free readings at the time, these were not paid readings, I learned that questioning a sitter was getting me the information from my sitter instead of me going to the spirit world and asking for more information. And this is a big problem I see when we are working when we're first starting out as budding mediums, and also for the general public out there that go for sittings or private readings with other mediums or maybe psychics or whatever it is that you're maybe going for. And the biggest thing that happens quite a lot is that the medium or the psychic will ask you a question. Now, many of you don't always see this or don't always know how it's portrayed. So I'll give you sort of a little bit of an example, and then you can sort of maybe get what I'm talking about. So for me personally, when I'm working a private sitting or maybe a rostrum or wherever it is that I may be working or demonstrating for the spirit world, I will get my communicator, which is the loved one to me and you, and I will say, I have Mum here. And Mum's telling me that she worked in a sewing machine factory. And the sitter will then say to me either yes or no. The other way, or the way that I have seen, or what I was doing when I first started out my mediumship is your mum's in the spirit world, and your mum worked in a factory machine sewing, and she sewed. Isn't that right? Now it's very, very simple and very, very, very easy to mistake it. But what we have to learn as mediums and what we have to learn as psychics is to make sure that we are presenting what we call statements and then the question. Because otherwise what is happening is we are questioning the sitter and asking the sitter to feed us information. Now, if you're a good medium or a good psychic, you shouldn't need this tactic. But what does happen and can happen is we need to be very careful how we're saying our statements, how we're approaching our clients, and how it is that we're saying our evidence to our clients as well. So for those who are out there working, making sure that you're asking or giving the statements and then the questions, and making sure that you do not question your sitter when you're doing any sort of demonstration work, mediumistic work or psychic work. This also helps you to have a better blend with the spirit world, making sure that your mind is in the spirit world and making sure that your evidence does come from the spirit world. Or if you're the psychic and you're reading auric fields, it's coming from them places, not coming from the person who's sitting in front of you. I'll give you an example. I was at a training ground a couple of months ago in a particular church here in the UK. And one particular lady was up on a rostrum. She was giving me a demonstration of her mediumship, and there was a particular lady sitting in the circle in which that we were working in within the training group. And the lady on the rostrum went to the sitter, your dad's in the spirit world. And she went, yes, that's true. And my dad died of cancer. She went, well, I was just about to tell you that. Or your dad's telling me that cancer was really, really bad. What has happened there is we have led the sitter into telling us more information, which is then led on to the medium going, well, Dad was going to tell me that, or Dad's telling me that was really poorly. She didn't actually get that information from the spirit world. It was because the sitter had led her in to giving more information, and she just picked it up and carried on with it. So what I have to get over to you lot out here in the industry is be very careful when you are working for the spirit world and watching that you are not questioning your sitters. For the sitters who are taking information, or for those who are out there in the general public, my advice to you is make sure you only give either a yes or a no, or you don't know. That is adequate enough. We don't need any more. If you're with a good reputable medium or a good psychic, they will be able to work with that either yes, no, or don't know. We don't really want any more information. I know you lovely, lovely people out there want to help us, But if you want a genuinely good sitting or a genuinely good psychic reading, then my advice to you is keep it very still keep your mind very open, but keep the bare minimum to yeses, nos, or don't knows. And ultimately, you will always get really a good sitting because of that. For the budding medium or the medium who's out there working, making sure that you are getting your information from the spirit world and not from your sitter is really, really important there. And making sure that your sitter is not leading you on in any way, shape, or form. So for those who are watching this video, I thank you. Please do maybe give it a thumbs up, maybe some comments in the box, like and share if you really do appreciate it. Thanks to all the new subscribers who have just joined us over here on YouTube. It's always a pleasure. There is a live coming up around about the 31st of July for you lovely here lot on YouTube, so I will get all of that up in due time. But I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all next time.